day, rescue enjoyers. Hope you're right, 'cause it's time for the Abnormal Barders. Tonight, we have a lot to chase after. Basically, we have the Popstar electric furnace, the dead-end garage door, we have the tri-built Alloy SAP. In fact, it might just be easier to point out that the Project Alpha bolt action rifle, the Bone Crusher Yoker, and the Vandal MP5, only these three skins in particular, those are not abnormal. Everything else here, we're about to chase after, we're about to put a barder down for, alright? So you might be a little bit confused. Abnormal skins, regular skins, well, is this new terminology? Are you confused? Do you need some help? Well, sit back, I'll quickly explain everything. If you could just look at the description of this very video right now, just look at the description, you'll see two videos are listed at the very top of the description. The first video is a 60-second short video which will quickly showcase to you the abnormal skins. They become marketable before the Rust River rotates, and we know specifically when that's going to happen. It's going to happen in about 28 minutes from now. Ooh. So basically, if we know when they're going to become marketable, we can sit here right now, figure out prices for all the skins that you see here, and then, of course, when the time is right, we'll race to get those barders down, and hopefully, we're the people who pick up these skins for a cheaper price, and then, of course, we can flip them for some sweet, delicious-looking profit. Simple as. Now, if you're a little bit confused in regards to how to identify what skins are abnormal, you know, when specifically do they become marketable, you might want to consider watching the second video listed in the description. The second video quite literally go over all the details in regards to abnormal skins. It will help you in regards to figuring out the right times, how to identify which skin is abnormal. Do you get the idea? Do you understand? So it's going to help you out a lot, especially if you want to get involved with Rust skin investing. Like, of course, after we've done all of our barders, we'll look at each of the skins, we'll see how many barders each skin has, we'll see how high the barder prices go up to, and after all of that, we will then probably feel a whole lot more confident to jump in and actually buy these skins as potential investments. I'm talking as if buying them straight from the Rust store. We need to see if they can actually maintain their price for the foreseeable future, and the only way to find that out is to look at the barders. So, does that make sense? All good? Right. So, let's go ahead. We'll go through all the abnormal skins first, then the regular skins, and then we'll talk about tomorrow, because tomorrow is the Complete the Sets Rust store. The Complete the Sets Rust store for 2026. What might we see? We have no idea. Well, we might have an idea. We'll talk about that, don't you worry. So, alright, let's begin. Popstar Electric Furnace. 36,600 subscribers. And, you know, I always point this out. If you want to be a little bit more precise, if you know specifically how many have been bought so far in regards to subscriber counts, 36,650. Yeah, there you go. The actual subscriber count, the definitive subscriber count, is always on the workshop page itself. It does appear we're close enough. Alright, cool. That's another electric furnace. And, you know, with it being the brand new skinnable for the month, or rather it was, because now we have the auto turret, but it was a recent brand new skinnable. We were worried that we're going to see tons upon tons upon tons upon tons of brand new skins being added, and unfortunately, what we tend to see is the first few skins that are accepted sell a ridiculous amount, and then they suffer as more and more options appear. And lo and behold, look at Neon Electric Furnace. Almost 55,000 subscribers, and it's starting to suffer because other options appeared. But then we also happen to have Pirate Electric Furnace. And when I did my predictions video, I literally just looked at that and said, you know what? Maybe this is going to be more like this. Because Pirate Electric Furnace has a much more in-demand collection, it seems. A little bit more secure. So let's go back to the past. As you'll see, just over 41,000 subscribers. You look at its collection. Oh, wow, that's looking pretty good. And do take note, quite a lot of the skins here did have ridiculously high sales. But when you look at the deplorables, not really. In fact, they seem rather tame. But the fact that all the deplorables here are mostly in the positive and in demand and appreciated, it honestly felt as if this was going to probably do quite all right. Now, I assumed that this would probably suffer for a while, but then eventually end up in the positive. Well, no, it's just instantly been in the positive and it stayed there. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to complain. But with what you see here, do you also think we can see over here? Because I must point out, we do have quite a lot of skins already for the Popstar collection, and in the past 2 months, we've seen 6 acceptances, 2 in a row as of recent, and we do have more potentially on the horizon. Like, listen when I say, Don't be surprised if we possibly do. But again, we did just get turned the 2 previous Rust stores, but they have been selling nicely. As much as you might sit there and say, Hedge, I'm not really a fan of the anime, you should consider and respect that people are buying it, people are appreciating it, and the prices are holding ever so nicely, okay? I think, more specifically, with its design, I think people are just appreciating it because it just looks nice. This is an awesome looking, like, DJ stereo set, bright and colourful, an awesome array of colours, a very nice looking glow-in-the-dark design, and we do potentially have more collection continuations on the horizon. Whether it's a sheet metal double door or an auto turret, we'll see. So, with its position, maybe the sales aren't too bad. And let me also just point this out. In the 48-hour analysis, I always make considerations with brand new Rust stores, how much the skin's likely to sell by next Thursday. We scroll down to the description. The estimates are literally right there. I thought the electric furnace was going to sell between 37 to 42,000 subscribers. And, well, I think we can agree I was pretty spot on. By tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if we probably see an extra 1,500 subscribers bare minimum. Now, I should also point out, I don't know if we're going to have an early Rust rotation tomorrow. We'll see, but anyway. That right there, I think, with its design, with its collection, I think it's going to probably retain quite nicely. Now, I will also point out, eventually we are going to have October time. September, October, November, the dreaded autumn-fall seasonal dip. Don't be surprised if at some point eventually it does slightly dip below its Rust store price. But then afterwards, it's still good. Like, I will also say, before we had these recent skins being accepted, when it was just this batch, these prices did drop off. Now, of course, it did have a very nice post-Christmas, so January 2026, it was good. Prices were high, things did look nice, but it didn't last forever. And, you know, a lack of new skins, we had a drought, those prices did drop off. Not insanely, but they did noticeably drop off. Like, all of these weapon skins, they were in the negative. That did happen. But then this appears, disappears. Suddenly everything's so much better. What happens if we go through another drought? We do have more skins now. Are they going to perform better, but still go down in price? Probably. So, I will sit here and say, in regards to a decent barter price, I'm probably going to offer between... You know what? I'm just going to do $1.70 to $2.20. I'm going in strong. I think this is actually... Like, come on now. It's an anime skin. Again, you might not like it, but a lot of other people out there will. $1.70 to $2.20. I'm just going to go in strong, and I think I will be buying some tonight. I need to get some sales in some places, but I'm jumping in. I'm going for it. Because again, I also wouldn't be surprised if we see the auto turret. We have to have an auto turret skin being accepted in a Rust store, surely. And tomorrow is complete the sets. There's only so many options for collection continuation auto turrets. And I will remind you, that had tons of support, didn't it? If I go to micro522.com, with all the recent submissions, I'd just like to point out, Popstar Auto Turret is second place at the moment. It's got a very good upvote-downvote ratio. Yeah, I think that's got a very good chance. But then again, we also might happen to see the sheet metal double door. So, okay. Do you believe... do you reckon the momentum the collection has will continue? And do you reckon we'll still see some more skins being produced and accepted? I've offered ideas. I've spoken to the skin creator. I know Mr. Waldoonaald there really wants to have a hammer. I don't know why he wants to whack her against the wall, but anyway. So yeah, I'm going to offer strong. And chat, listen, if you're not feeling that confident, if you're not feeling that like positive about it, just offer like $1.70 then. So $1.70 to $2.20. That's what I'm going to offer. Dead End Garage Door. Well, first things first, let's point out a collection continuation was submitted. We do happen to have another door, and it's right there. And funny enough, you know what? I've only just realised it's made by the same guy that does Ultramarine. When I looked at this, I was like, oh, it reminds me of like the mellow, soft colours and whatnot that we see in the Ultramarine collection. Funny that. Funny that. And you know what? That might be a good shout for tomorrow, you know. That might be a good shout for complete sets tomorrow. Some tactical gloves, just saying. So anyway. Yeah. Okay, that'd be nice. That'd be cool. I personally didn't seem to like it that much, and I do apologise. But the same thing also happened with Ultramarine. When I first saw the garage door for that, which, funnily enough, started off with a garage door, I didn't really see it. And then suddenly we get skins accepted after it, and that garage door works out lovely. In fact, let's go ahead and just remind you of how it all came to be. Yeah, that garage door still slightly in the positive. It did sell quite a lot more compared to all the other skins, but that is a very in-demand collection. People like it. People appreciate it. Do you reckon we could see the exact same thing with Dead End? Well, I mean, it's good. It's easy to say, oh yeah, just be, just be as successful as Ultramarine Dead End. Just be as I've lost my tongue. Just be as successful. It's all good. Hedge, that might be a little bit silly to say. That would require a lot of acceptances, and is that guaranteed? No, nothing is guaranteed. This could easily just end up being all by itself, a solo skin, no collection, simply because Facepunch could just turn around and say, I don't really care for accepting any more of these. So it's a bit of a coin flip, and of course we should also sit here and say, how many garage doors this year? Kick drops start tomorrow, don't you forget. Keep an eye on kick.facepunch.com. The specific times should be available to you. For Europeans, it actually starts quite late, just to warn you. Right. So what I have here, honestly, if it does develop into a collection, I'm all for it, but I still would be surprised if it drops off a fair bit. It hasn't sold a ridiculous amount, and, let's quickly go ahead and point out, I assume the garage door and the SAP would probably sell between 22 to 25,000 subscribers. By tomorrow, it could reach, well, look, it's very close, super close. Okay, fair enough then. I think I'm going to do $1 to $1.50. I'm not super confident. I'm not against it. I don't hate it. It's just I'm not fully behind it. I don't know if it's going to actually succeed. That's the silly thing. Oh, just succeed, then we're all happy. So if you feel a little bit more confident, by all means, you can offer some more funds if you want to, but I've got my position and I'll just stick with it. Tribal Alloy SAP. So, can I just sit here and apologise to the skin creators because, well, even though I put out a short video, I completely forgot to talk about it in my Rush Workshop skin checks. I know, I am stupid, and I do apologise to the skin creators, but I did make a short video and I did showcase it, and I have discussed how it's developing into a pretty interesting collection. Do take note, could we have a brand new transparent aim sight collection on the horizon with an interesting metallic design? Produced by Mr. OK and Koba. You got to stop changing the name, by the way. You might get in trouble with that. Yes. Exquisite, lovely. And, of course, let us not forget, we did have the AK-47 as well. And that actually picked up, quite a lot towards the end of its 7-day tenure in the restaurant, with 27,000 subscribers. And that is slightly in the negative. Slightly. Sold for $3, only slightly down. SAP, honestly, the smart thing we should be doing is comparing with BSAP and Heatseeker SAP. And I've already done that in a special short video. These didn't really do much for a very long time. And then people realised they exist. And then people remembered, oh yeah, transparent aim sights, they're good. I like them. And then suddenly they're all bought out and the prices got up stupidly. This is the cheapest, affordable, approachable, transparent aim sight SAP. Priced at $2.49, I'm not surprised to see it's sold a lot more compared to the other skins. Well, actually, Hedge, can we just point out, this is actually just about matched up to what we see here at the Heatseeker SAP. If this does turn into an active collection, with more transparent aim sight weapon skins being accepted, that SAP's going to probably do very, very nicely. I felt very confident with the Heatseeker SAP when I saw that half a year ago. I bought a bunch of them. I'm very happy with how that turned out. But are people going to be as positive with this? Are people going to respect this as much? Again, Twitch drops, kick drops, and even more, SAP skins being produced with transparent aim sights. There could still be problems for this in particular. So I am thinking about it. I am questioning it, but I have to respect it. Come on now. I've got to go up to at least $2. I think for this one as well, I think I'm going to offer $1.70 to $2.20. I haven't seen any signs of a brand new SAP being produced. I mean, I'd welcome it. But, yeah, that's in a very good spot. And, I'm sure people are fully well aware that's also got a very useful aim sight, much like the previous two. And, you could spend a little bit more money and grab yourself a direct threat SAP if you want to. But, yes, I'm not sure if we're going to see another SAP like this for the foreseeable future. Maybe eventually. But for now, I think as we're just about to enter July and August time, the summer peaks, I think they'll be picking up quite nicely. Maybe it only goes up to like $3.50 or $4. Still profitable. So, yeah, all right. I'm going to go on quite strong. $1.70 to $2.20. Now, in regards to Psycho Hoodie and Pants, I was questioning, hey, is that going to sell as much as the Tier 3? Like, I was actually expecting that both of these pieces, I thought these would sell more. They didn't sell more. I thought the Hoodie and Pants were going to sell between 17 to 20,000 subscribers. No, they did not do that. No. So, all right. These have now sold less. I'm now questioning, do you truly believe we're going to see Tier 2 and Boots and Gloves? Which, by the way, I haven't seen signs of being produced. I wouldn't rule it out, but I have to sit here and question, well, I mean, I'd like to see it happen. It's active, but is it actually in demand? You might notice that the face mask has dropped down in price pretty badly. Probably because it's pretty obvious that these have sold quite a fair bit more in comparison to these. But then again, if we do see Tier 2 or Boots and Gloves being produced and accepted, that's still spike demand, spike price, along with these as well. But do people actually like it? Do people like what we see? I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, you know what, I might just kind of take a bit of a step back. I'm not feeling as confident with these because I'm not so sure people actually look at the collection and happen to like it that much. So people don't care for the Psycho collection. Sarah said it. Sarah said it. So if that's the case, maybe I'll just offer a fairly decent price but not go super strong on it. I think I'll probably just do 70 cents to 90 cents. Because again, I look at it, it's fine for what it is, but the only thing I think could really lead to it, you know, becoming a nice investment is if we do see the collection continuations. That's it, really. Yeah. So, all right then, we'll leave it be. Which now leads us to talk about the sheet metal Tier 2. And we did see a collection continuation being produced. Oh, I'm sure you're like thinking, oh wow, I can't wait to see what that is. Yeah, it's a small box. What? Yeah, there you go. Ta-da! I don't think that being accepted would give the Tier 2 a good boost. But, you know, maybe they're just cooking. Maybe they're taking their time, and that's fine. You know, first ever skins being accepted. They're, well, new to being in this position. Tier 3, Hoodie and Pants, I look forward to it. I'm sure we will see it, okay? But it hasn't appeared right now. Now, with the sales we're looking at the moment, 9,000 to 10,000, is that what we're expecting? Let's go find out. I thought the Tier 2 and Eoka were going to probably sell between 11 to 13,000 subscribers. As you might notice, well, I reckon it's going to fall just short. Priced at $2 a piece and with the coffee can priced at $1.49. All three pieces, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to offer 70 cents to $1. I don't trust it that much. I don't think people care too much in regards to like its design. I know some people like, oh, I hope it's good desert camouflage. Not really. Not really. Like, I've tested it. I've stood in the desert. I stood next to rocks. I stood in shade. In shade, it's all right. Next to rocks, it still kind of stands out. And standing, like, just in the field, yeah, you're visible. So it certainly isn't like a desert camouflage option. But we could still see potential collection continuations, more specifically clothing and armor, not deplorables. So with what I see there, I think I'll just play it a bit safer and offer 70 cents to $1 for each piece. Now, we have to warn you, we don't know what's going to happen here, but that's spelled incorrectly. Salvage Axe. Yes. Yes, so the No Mercy Salvage Axe is spelled incorrectly. It might get changed, we'll see. If it does get changed, that means it'll become a new entity, and that means that'll be a new builder to do. So, does that make sense? Yeah, keep an eye on that. So, all right then, cool. What are we offering for that, though? Well, it's getting me thinking that, well, surely we're going to see like an ice pick being made and potentially accepted in the future. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, we do have that in the way. Just could point it out. We do have that in the way. I wouldn't be surprised if it's accepted tomorrow. Just saying. Anyway. So at some point in the future, surely we could get the other piece, and that'd be nice, and I'm sure a lot of people would be happy with that. But for the meantime, how many people are going to be able to find this in the Steam market when it's spelled incorrectly? And how long do we have to wait for the potential to actually see the ice pick being produced and accepted? Not sure. I think I'm only going to offer 80 cents to 120 for this. But if we do see the ice pick, I'm looking forward to it. I'm still going to play it somewhat safe. I'm only going to go halfway. 80 cents to 120. And then we have the Protector SKS. It's just a metallic SKS. I got nothing against it. It's fine. But considering what we're going to be... Considering what we are going to see being given away for free, I don't think people are going to care. I'm really trying to not sound mean, but do take notice the weapon skins in the Protector collection aren't exactly doing super great. And do take notice that a certain particular SKS right here with a marble-esque white design and a fully transparent aim sight, I can't help but assume people probably would just prefer to use that, especially considering it's absolutely free. So I repeat, starting tomorrow, kick drops. They will be dropping. Yes. Go to kick.facepunch.com. Make sure you have your kick account set up. Make sure you got it connected with your Steam account, all right? It's not twitch.facepunch.com. It's kick.facepunch.com. I'll have to link this in the description, all right? Make sure you're prepared. So yes, free general drops, some very interesting exclusive skins. There you go. And yeah, I do know a lot of people are going to greatly appreciate that. So considering that I don't think that's going to hold up, I do believe it's going to drop off, and I think all I'm going to do is offer 60 cents to 80 cents. I thought about offering more. In fact, what is the cheapest SKS right now? Let's just quickly go ahead and find that out. Lowest price, please. And that is the 90-cent Lunar Horses SKS. Ooh, buddy. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. So, ooh. Yeah, 60 cents to 80 cents. Hasn't sold that much, but still not feeling confident. Now we have the regular skins. These skins only become marketable when the rust rotates tomorrow. Project Alpha Bolt Action Rifle. I can confirm to you we have an L96 right here. It looks perfectly fine. I see no issue with it. But there will be more bolt action rifles. I've seen quite a lot of brand new submissions appearing over the course of this past weekend. We're going to see an interesting batch of potential collection continuations, or which one's going to get accepted. I don't know in particular, but I can confirm to you I have seen Heatseeker, Desert Raiders, Toxic Wolf, and a little bit before that we also have to have like the Old Pirate, and then we also have to have like Jade. Something amongst all of that's going to get accepted. Oh, there's Black Gold. Ooh. So yeah, something surely will be accepted in tomorrow's Rust store. Not sure which will it be. Oh, and you've also got Imprisoned Demon. That's another one. I feel like I've made my point. Do you understand? So that, for what it is, it's fine. It's just not super flashy or anything. And if we do happen to see like the Heatseeker bolt action rifle, for example, I'm pretty sure a lot of people jump onto that instead. Don't want to sound mean, but come on now. And there will be more bolt action rifle skins being accepted in the other Rust stores for this month. I'm sure you understand. Focused items of the month, those skins don't usually work out all right because there's too many of them being accepted in such a short amount of time. Too much competition. Bone Crusher Ioka. To be honest with you, it does kind of get me thinking. Do you think we'll see the here we go, the Ioka? I almost screwed that up. Do you reckon we could see that become the focused item of the month at some point within the next year or so? Because we have seen 2 of them being accepted so far. That looked really cool. That looked nice. Sold a reasonable amount. It went down by about a quarter of its price. Oh, okay. So, I don't really hate it or anything. And it hasn't sold that much. Let's also point that out. It's literally right now, just under 10,000 subscribers. But I think all I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here and say 80 cents to 120. The only reason I'm going to offer a fairly decent price is because I don't think we're going to see that many more Iokas anytime soon. But if we do find out that's the focused item of the month anytime soon, yeah, you might want to remove those barders. Sorry to say, but yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's fine. Got nothing against it. A man needs a decent Ioka skin to live. And to be honest with you, that does look quite nice. Vandal MP5, I've got nothing against it. It's just it's a standard MP5. Somewhat nice and colourful. And we do happen to have a collection continuation readily available. Yep, it's just over there. Looking pretty sweet. To be honest with you, I do like the AK there. But it's just a standard MP5. And I'm sorry to say, standard MP5s, they don't really hold up very nicely anymore unless they have an anime girl skin on it. What does that mean? Well, you know, Popstar MP5 was also a very standard skin. Only slightly down in price compared to the other skins here that are down in price pretty badly. I mean, these two, they could be better. I mean, you're not that bad because you have transparency. You're Thunder Gold. You're not as worse off compared to these two, but you do need more time to recover, it seems. Case in point, the majority of MP5 skins, they have suffered. And I'm sorry to say, but it wouldn't surprise me if that one does as well. 60 cents to 80 cents. Right, so we've basically got everything covered. I've said everything that needs to be said. And I will repeat, tomorrow's Rust Store is complete the sets. It should be. I'm not sure if they're going to change anything, but have you started questioning what you think could potentially be accepted? More specifically, question what collections will be accepted from. Because with this collection I have here that I've been yapping about so much in the past month, these are the representatives of the collections. I'm not quite literally sitting here and saying, oh, surely the white AK-47 with its very interesting red aim sight. No, I'm talking about everything else here as well, such as, what else do we have? Oh, we've got an LR300. I actually don't remember that. What about the whiteout jacket? You know, the jacket we've been hoping for a very, 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 very long time. Oh, Thompson would be nice. Yes, yes. So, tactical gloves are there as well. I'm just saying, there's options. It'd make a lot of people happy, but they don't want you to be happy. And then, of course, you know, bolt action rifles there and whatnot. Backpacks, there's a lot of options, but what will be accepted? What do you desire the most? Feel free to comment below. So, yep, I've been yapping about it more than enough. Now all we have to do is just sit here and wait. I'm not sure if tomorrow's Rust Store will be early. I'm not sure if it'll be early. Last month, the second Rust Store of the month was fairly early, wasn't it? We'll see. But I will confirm to you, it wouldn't surprise me if some of the recent skins that are submitted just this past weekend could potentially be accepted as well. I reckon we'll probably see maybe 2 or 3. So I have talked about the brand new skin submissions. Of course, I have a Rust Workshop skin checks right there on display. For June 9, 2026, we have a lot of collection continuations to talk about. I reiterate, I made a mistake with the tribal Alloy SAP. I don't know. I just didn't have it. I didn't have the link. I know, I'm stupid. But I did make a special short video already, so I guess it doesn't hurt so much. We'll see. But which of the recent skins could potentially get accepted? I have no idea. Now, aside from that, I'm sure many of you are fully well aware, I believe we're now entering Q3 of the year. And soon enough, we should start finding out details in regards to a battle pass for Rust. Now, I'd just like to inform you real quickly of something that's happened with Sandbox. There's a brand new reward system being put in place. Sandbox needs to encourage people to play more games and offer feedback and reviews to make it work, basically. And then, of course, the people that make those games get responses. They can work around that. They can figure out what needs to be fixed. Okay, cool. So how do you get people to play more games and whatnot? You give them tasks. You reward them. So, yeah, very similar to what we see in Counter-Strike, if you know, you know. But do you reckon we could see something like this for Rust? If you buy the Battle Pass, you get the missions. And if you fulfill the missions, you get the rewards. I'm just saying, it's made by Face Punch as well. If it succeeds with this, they might do it with the with Rust. Maybe it might just be like sit there and say, play in a different server. Or get 100,000 wood this wipe. I mean, it's not too hard to do, but it encourages you to do it. So we'll see if it ever becomes something in Rust as well. But I've got barters to do, all right? I've got barters to do. So let's not worry about that right here, right now. Let's go over to here. So am I doing my first barter on this account? No, I'm going to do it on the other account. So let's go pop that back to here. Yeah, I'm just basically rolling in because unfortunately I cannot record today. Something's gone wrong with Streamlabs, so I had to sort that out afterwards. So I'll just have to take it straight from the stream afterwards. Breathe. Price suggestions, I hope we got them. I mean, Mr. Antonomy is always writing them in, but I haven't posted and alerted everybody, so sorry everybody else. You should have checked the Rust section in the server. 3, 2, 1. I hope you did your practice barders. I yelled at you multiple times, alright? Come on. Right, do I have my extension ready as well? I should do. I believe I do. Alright. Yep. And off I go. Popstar electric for... Oh. I thought we had it ready. Can't go. Alright, so I'm going to offer good price. Very nice. There we go. Ah, no barders. I'll take them all. Aha! I might have been fast. I don't know. Right, okay. Hello, Sap. How you doing? Oh, that's a lot of money requested there. Did you see that? Right, then we have the Dead End Garage Door. Dead End Garage Door. You suggested $1 to $1.50. Okay, I'll go ahead and commit to that. To be honest with you, I'm doing pretty quick. Psycho hoodie. What did we suggest again for the hoodie and the pants? I said 70 cents, 90 cents. Okay, say no more. You know what? I probably should have done the second barders and the first couple skins, because to be honest with you, they're the more interesting skins, aren't they? Yep, yes, you should have. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do that right now. Boom. Oh, did we switch? There we go. Right, 1, 2, 3, let's go. So, Popstar Electric Furnace. You already have barders. Oh my, oh my, oh my. It's already got plentiful barders at a slightly higher price. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I guess I'll just go ahead and insert myself just over to here, and we'll see what becomes of that. Again, it's a bright, colourful skin, and an in-demand collection. It's got a lot of momentum behind it. I don't think we're going to see anything like that ever being accepted ever again for an electric furnace. Maybe we see a VTuber drop. I don't know. We'll see. How many VTubers play Rust, chat? I actually don't know off the top of my head. All right, anyway, so Tribal Alloy SAP, you said a good barter in this as well. I will commit to that. I will commit to that. I will commit. Let's go over to here. Cool, and then we'll do the garage door as well. Garage door as well? Yeah, I'll do the garage door as well. Seems not too many people are going to go above $1.30, but I'll do that. I'll do it. I said I would. I'll just request 30 overall. So, right, it's a pleasant looking garage door. What are you doing, chat? All right, I think we've got a decent amount of barders down. I wonder if I was one of the fastest people to put down a barder on that electric furnace. It didn't say it didn't say there are any barders. It didn't say. It said, you could do a barder right now if you want to. Over 1,000 barders already. Looking pretty sweet. What about the sap? Let's go see. Over 1,000 barders here as well. All right, that's cool. Not going to complain. That's looking pretty sweet. So, yeah, right then. Let's now skip ahead, and we'll proceed to do the abnormal barder support. Questioning, could any of these skins be perfectly fine to jump in and just buy straight from the Rust store? Could they still be potentially very nice investments? And blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. Right. Right, it's been almost 2 hours. As you can see, on Rust Help, all the prices are now visible. Let's now go ahead and question, do we actually want to jump in and buy any of the skins? Look at all the support Popstar Electric Furnace has. 1,440 buy orders. So many buy orders above $2 as well. Yes. With this priced at $2.49, I know it had a lot of sales. I know. But that still looks like a perfectly fine thing to consider buying. Like, don't be surprised. All of this could just vanish, and then suddenly it's about $3.50 or $4 tomorrow. So if you're watching this tomorrow, again, I don't know if we're going to have an early Rust rotation. So you need to start considering, do you just want to offer like $2.30? I mean, you might as well just buy it. Now, of course, the question is, should you buy 10, 50, 100? I think I'm going to grab 50. I personally will try and get 50. I think I'll be alright with that. I also have a good barter. I'm quite literally $2.22. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. And yeah, maybe this does get slightly cheaper in the future. It wouldn't surprise me if we don't see anything like this ever again. And of course, it flourishes because of that. Post-Christmas 2027 and the further future, I'm not sure if we're going to see anything like this. Maybe an insane charity skin or some sort of kick drop / Twitch drop. Who knows? But I don't expect to see that anytime soon. So that, yeah, that's a perfectly fine thing to consider buying. Over to here, Tribal Alloy SAP. As I said, that's the most approachable and affordable transparent aim sight SAP. It doesn't have as much support, but I will remind you, Heatseeker and BSAP took a while, and then it eventually just... We're about to have the summer peaks. Next month, July to August, we're expecting a lot of skins to reach brand new all-time high prices, alright? it wouldn't surprise me if that does work out nicely. Now, it might not be a huge, insane profit, but if you're to sit here and say, could I just do like a $2.20, $2.30 barter? You can do so, but like, if it's 20 cents more, why not just grab them? Give it a shot, try. It's not the highest ever selling SAP skin. Of course, that's the Heatseeker SAP, and it's only by like 1,000 sales. But I do believe that could work out all right. And again, if you believe that we'll see more tribal alloy skins being accepted, well, that's probably got a decent future ahead of it. Even if it was all by itself, that's a perfectly fine looking design. I think people will be appreciating it. So, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, that's also a great thing to consider, and I am considering buying some. But moving on from here, Dead End Garage Door, it doesn't have as much support. Now, if you want to buy one for yourself, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support the skin creator, keep them nice and motivated to want to keep putting out lovely creative designs in the future. But it's not looking very well supported. You could just offer $1.80, and it wouldn't surprise me if you do manage to pick up some of them in the future. So yeah, looking at the support there, not as good, but still fine enough. I don't imagine it'll crash and burn, but it wouldn't surprise me if it does go below its rush door price. Again, we are seeing a ridiculous amount of garage doors this year, and I don't think that's going to stop. So it might look special now, but then next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, oh, look at that. Another cool looking garage door. And suddenly that loses all the attention it had. Sorry to say. Psycho hoodie and pants, to be honest with you, I'm just not feeling it. I don't think, well, I mean, Sarah said it earlier. People don't really care for it. Okay, well, I mean, that was very straightforward. We'll see what becomes of this. But, yeah, okay, fair enough then. But if we do see a sequel, if we do see more, if we see Tier 2, if we see Boots and Gloves, that will still spike in demand, spike in price, along with the Tier 3. It might not be very in demand right now, but it very well could be in the future. But looking at the support it has, I think you're just better off putting down like an 80-cent barter and leaving it be. That's where everything else is, basically. But there'll still be people anticipating the arrival of more. And I do believe the skin creators will be making more. They've got plenty of time. It's not like they desperately had to get something out as soon as possible. It's complete the sets this week. So, yeah, fair enough then. So for what it is, looks nice. It's just, I think it's just better off with a buy order. Now with the sheet metal Tier 2, same thing. We need to see more being made. And, well, you know, all we saw was a box. The box might still be appreciated. It's just... we need to see hoodie and pants and Tier 3 and all that. So, okay, fine. I think you could just probably put down a $1.20 barter. It really wouldn't surprise me if you managed to pick up all of these. Obviously, the coffee can is cheaper, so let's go take a look at you. You could just put down a $1 barter for that one. You could just put down a $1 barter for that one. Yeah. So, all right, cool. I mean, if you feel confident that we're definitely going to see more to become metal men, well, I mean, offer more. But a lot of other people aren't doing that, so it's up to you. Right, cool. Then we had the Protector SKS. As I said, I just wouldn't be surprised if people just instantly jump onto that brand new kick drop tomorrow. And yeah, this just gets lost and forgotten and whatnot. So, oh boy, oh dear, oh dear. So, you haven't done anything wrong. It's just I don't think anyone's craving you, desiring you. What a weird way to say it, but you know what I'm saying. People just rather use their free skin that has the transparency, the pay-to-win aim sight. So, alright, it wouldn't surprise me if you get lost in the shuffle. Then we have the Salvage Axe, and again, if they decide to fix that, you will have to do another buy order. But yeah, if we happen to see the ice pick, I wouldn't be surprised if this bounces up in interest. But will people be able to find that easily? Salvage. I did tell them. I guess it didn't get through. Oh well, it is what it is. So yeah, honestly, this and this, basically the skins I discussed mainly when I did my predictions video. I can see genuine demand with these. I can see people actively wanting to use them. Now, who knows what we see in the further future? In regards to the electric furnace, I think that's safe. But in regards to this SAP, there are other SAPs out there being produced pretty much like every week with interesting aim sights. What's stopping Face Punch from accepting them? Well, tomorrow, you could see one. Or maybe in about a month's time, half a year's time, a year's time, 2 years' time. You never know. But by then, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like settled, been bought, has a nice established price. Again, it's the cheapest, most approachable, most affordable transparent aim sight SAP. And you do appreciate using your SAPs, don't you? So, okay, cool, fair enough. So, all right then, that's pretty much everything. So, just to repeat, complete the sets is tomorrow. Who knows what we're going to see? You better start commenting. Wishing. What's your personal wish list? What do you desire most? What do you need? What do you crave? Now, we'll sit here and say again, I'm not expecting an early rust rotation. But to be honest with you, I said that last month, and the second week was early. Very early. Maybe they'll take their time picking out the skins they want to pick. All right, I mean, take your time. Just make sure it's a good batch. But I will warn all of you, don't be surprised if quite a lot of the skins initially don't exactly work out superbly. And I will have to mention it in the predictions video. But the last prepared for, complete the sets, if you were to go ahead and look at it now, you might notice, oh dear, oh no. But then again, you got like, and you probably will be seeing a lot of boots and gloves. I wouldn't be surprised about that. I personally am hoping for like at least some hoodie and pants, some tier 2 and some tier 3. A slot each. That would be nice. Maybe we'll see some jackets, like so. Maybe we'll see a certain naval camo jacket. What about a reptile hunter jacket? Ooh. So who knows? On your knees right now. Start praying. And again, I will repeat, there's a fairly decent chance you could see some recent submissions also being accepted. Nothing's off the table, so alright, cool, we'll see how it goes. But again, all of these skins are expected to be perfectly fun and available next week, the week after that, the week after that. I'm sure you understand the situation. So, alright then, cool. Let's now also point this out. Kick drop start tomorrow. Make sure you've got your Kick account set up and linked with your Steam account. Just go to kick.facepunch.com. The whole process is super easy. So, of course, we'll go over to here. All you're going to do is just look in the top right, see that, sign in through here with your Steam account and your Kick account on the same browser. It's not too hard to connect. Very straightforward. And once you've sorted that out, go to here, keep an eye on the times, you should be all right. Now, I will sit here and say this. Kick doesn't care if the streamers go to sleep whilst they're playing the game. All of the exclusive skins will be dropping 24/7 for those 3 days. I'm fully expecting it. I don't think they'll be turning off their streams. I think they'll keep them on for the 3 days, okay? Be prepared for such a thing, and don't worry too much. You'll be able to get all of them for absolutely free and appreciate them ever so. Both the doors with transparency and glow in the dark. Ooh. Hulk hands. Yeah. The awesome looking backpack. The first ever established salvage tool set from Wellen. Both the axe designs, ice pick and whatnot with the scythe design is what I should have said. They look awesome. You've got a rune pickaxe right there. Better make sure you got your mining level high enough. Transparent aim sights on the AK-47 and on the SKS. I mean, say no more. It's a lovely batch of skins. Don't forget about the wallpapers as well. Glow-in-the-dark designs, which I'm sure a lot of people might appreciate. So, alright, cool. All of that for absolutely free. So, consider giving that a good watch. The video over here, showcasing all the skins, and yep, there's a lot of chapters there. You can easily skip ahead to the bits that you want to see the most. Now, also sit here and showcase that I have uploaded a video just a couple, well, literally yesterday, going over and showcasing the brand new DLC and questioning what happens now in regards to crossbow acceptances and garage door acceptances. I think it's mainly the crossbows that are probably going to suffer. But after showcasing this garage door, it is special. Like, I'm not joking. It has tinted windows of transparency. People on the outside looking indoors through those garage doors, yeah, they can't see that very well. But if you're on the inside of a base looking outside, it is easier to see. It's not picture perfect, but you see a lot better if you're standing indoors looking out. That could be a great advantage. And the only way you're going to see that for yourself is if you watch the video. Sorry to say. But again, chapters are all there. I quite literally have the chapters saying standing outside looking inside and standing inside looking outside. It's literally right there. You can easily see the difference. I'm not joking when I say that industrial deck or garage door is very special. And I don't think we're going to see anything like that ever being added to Rust again. Maybe we will, but it'll have to be made by Face Punch. So, okay. Right, well, that's pretty much everything then. Go on. Comment below. What are we going to see? How many people are going to turn up? Yeah, there's lots of things to be said. And if you go to micro522.com right now. Oh, Hasma. Wait, what? Really? Hasma's overtaken? Huh. Oh, there you go. Hasma Wooden Door. Hasma Wooden Door is now on top, followed by Popstar Auto Turret, BTU Jacket, Azure Wood Furnace, but again, you've got to look specifically for the collection continuations. Apotheosis of War Electric Furnace. Like, all the collection continuations you see here are definitely viable to still be picked tomorrow. So, alright. Who knows what we'll see, but just keep an eye out and hope for the best. So, I expect to see a big Rust door. I expect to see a lot of variety, but I cannot guarantee happiness.